AG1 is a daily foundational nutritional supplement with over 70 high-quality ingredients that supports both physical and mental health. Most supplements only address one area of the body, but foundational nutritional supplements raise our baseline health. This supports energy, immune health, focus, brain, and more. I take 1 scoop every day, just like this. There you go, and you pop it in here. There you go, just like that. Bit of a cocktail to start the day. Now, I know it looks a bit green, but it's bloody good for you. Trust us. I take it every day before I go to the gym to have the essential boost of vitamins and minerals before I go to the gym. Just a little taste test for you. Do you know what, right? Being honest, it should taste like puke, but it actually is lovely and it's healthy for you. You literally feel better for this every day. One other thing I like about this is I'm normally a coffee guy and you know, you have your crash and you need another coffee. This gives you sustained energy throughout the day. It also helps with your stress and your mood balance, and Lord knows we've all got that, with powerful plant extracts. And antioxidants are in there to help your metabolism and promote mental clarity. Immune Health AG1 is your daily dose of vitamin C, zinc, functional mushrooms, and more to help your overall immune health. So click the link in the description below and you can go to drinkag1.com/thekickoff to get started on your order to feel better. And with your first purchase, they're going to give you a year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 and 5 AG1 travel packs. Thanks to them for sponsoring today's video. Can I just give you a quote from Ten Hag as to why Mason Mount isn't currently getting games for Manchester United? He said he had some starts, also recently last week against Newcastle, but there are always reasons. And sometimes, like the injury at the start of the season, the other players are doing well, and then you have to wait for your time to play. Do you think that that was the kind of situation Mason Mount thought he was going to find himself in when he signed for Man United? I think when a team spends, how much money was it, Joey?
What?
45 million.
55 million.
54.
Okay.
No, that's all in add-ons. 45
that much
million.
money, you think to yourself, I'm going there to fucking start games, right? So we've got you here, KG. Why is he not starting?
Well, he started the season. We didn't start good, and we struggled, you know. And I think they were trying to do a midfielder, Bruno and Mason Mount and Casemiro. You've already seen we've been ravaged with injuries, and the Bruno and Mason Mount partnership hasn't really worked. What he was trying to do at the beginning is he had Bruno actually playing wide right. That's horrid. That's disgusting. Yeah, that's not the way we need to play football. So now Mason Mount's just unfortunate because we saw it for the first time yesterday when Eriksen came off, and it was Bruno and Mason Mount, but there is no relationship. So it's hard because he's given the number 7 shirt. It lets us know he's a serious signing for Man United. We have the intention to play him, I think.
But have you got the intention to play him? Because you spent 60 mil, including add-ons. I've just checked. It was 55 million, including add-ons, 60 mil, which you won't get because he probably won't hit those add-ons. But he was bought in. At the end of the day, look, Mason Mount jumped ship massively. He thought that Chelsea were on a downward trend. He thought that Man United was the better project. And
you lot offered him a late contract. You can't forget what you lot did.
We didn't offer him a late contract. We offered him a contract.
You didn't show that. You didn't show him that.
We offered him a contract a year before that move. We offered him a contract. Not only that, we offered him a contract on 50 grand a week less than he was getting paid for Man United. What he wanted was Reece James wages. But Mason Mount is not Reece James quality. You can say what you want about Reece's injuries, but he's not that quality to be able to demand that sort of contract. So if you're Mason Mount, why do you not back yourself and go, I'll tell you what, maybe what I'll do is I'll accept this contract, which is still a hell of a lot of money, with a clause, and try and help this club and be part of a project that he would have been better suited to.
He wanted to play for a bigger club, innit? You saw his dad in the dressing room. He's like,
Champions League football as well.
We finally made it. I saw his dad in the dressing room.
Champions League football. He's won a Champions League with Chelsea.
Him and his dad were in the dressing room.
Champions League.
Again, him and his dad were in the dressing room and they were creaming themselves. They were in there saying, son, we're finally made it. We're at the big time. It's Man United. He's at Man United wearing a number 7 shirt.
He won't get into the team. Sitting on a bench. He won't get into the team. He won't get into the team because he's not been in the team. He's been rubbish since he's been there.
Based on the number 7 shirt, the amount of money spent, we know that Ten Hag absolutely bought this man to start week in, week out.
Yes.
At that same time, Ten Hag was shopping Scott McTominay to any club who'd cough up the money so that he could reinvest it.
Yeah.
Since then, Scott McTominay is scoring, starting, and absolutely keeping Mason Mount out of the football side, in my opinion.
Yeah, he is.
And Mason Mount can't get a look in. if that doesn't show you that whole sequence, that Ten Hag has got this completely wrong with Mason Mount, I don't know what does, because the guy that you're ready to let go is now starting every game, and the guy you've given the number 7 shirt to and spent all the money on can't get a look in.
We've seen it with, and I know people don't like this comparison, but when Pep buys a player, he doesn't get straight in. He takes his time with some players, and then he finally get the opportunity. We saw it with Grealish, we saw it with all these different players. Now, I understand, right now, our manager's trying to fight a fire. We got big situation, ravaged with injuries, and the only person that's actually showing a bit of heart and a bit of something is McTominay. I never thought in this life that we'll see 2 of the players that we tried to sell last season in terms of Maguire and Scott McTominay, they're like probably the first names on the team sheet. I never knew this day was coming.
So looking at the Ten Hag players that he signed for Manchester United.
I don't remember.
2-0, okay.
I'm just going to bring them up here. Anthony,
failure.
I think we know it's
failure.
Stinks.
I think that's not just a flop though, it's a massive flop.
Stinks.
Like
It's a failure.
It's a monumental one.
It's defined.
Rasmus.
You can't call him a failure.
I like him.
Champions League goals.
He's been good in the Prem.
Champions League top goals.
No, he
Champions
hasn't.
League top goal scorer. Okay.
I think there's talent there.
Champions League top goal scorer. He hasn't got any Premier League goals.
I think there's talent there, but he's been a bit hit and miss.
Who's better, Højlund or Jackson? On the eye test.
You lot really, you lot will regret this. This feels like.
You said Højlund.
I said Højlund.
Oh, I thought. Oh, my bad. I'm just so. I'm such a natural defender.
What was the question?
I thought you said
Højlund or
Jackson.
Jackson? Who's better?
I thought you said Jackson.
On the eye test.
Højlund.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Casemiro.
Good player. Helped us do what we need to do, but he's come backwards.
70 million euro. Has he progressed?
He done what he his first season.
That is awful business.
Wait, are you lot mad? In his first season, Casemiro was a part of
You
what
don't
we
buy
needed.
players for one season.
You can't pretend we was talking about him being one of the
KG,
best
do you-
players
do
in
you
the
think
midfield.
Man-
Yeah, when they bought Casemiro, they
He's
said
not
as long as he
bad.
wins us the League Cup, we'll be happy with that.
Do you think Man City spent
that's what
30?
he-
At $1 billion spent? Are you taking the piss? At $1 billion
No, no,
spent?
no, no.
Talking about Man United at the moment, mate.
We're
This is
not
about
talking
Ten Hag.
about Chelsea.
This is about
You
Ten
guys
Hag.
are scumbags. Everyone on this
Let
table
him
is a
finish
scumbag.
going through the
Let's-
signings,
okay.
KG.
Okay.
Cool.
General comments. Was Casemiro a good signing or not?
No.
I really.
Long term, 70 million. No, you
No,
can't.
it's not black and white for me. Like, it wasn't a bad signing.
It's not a bad
It was just,
signing.
it was okay.
poor investment.
It was okay. It was okay.
Do you think Man
Again,
City
for
spent
70 million
£70 million on a 31-year-old?
But Casemiro's Casemiro.
We
You're not
needed
gonna get.
Casemiro.
You're not gonna
But
get
it's not
Casemiro
good
for
business,
40
though.
million.
It's not good business.
Guys, we needed.
That's
There's
what
no
we're
sense.
asking.
He signed a 5-year contract. If 5 years from now you go, he helped you get top 4 in the first year, he also helped you win a League Cup, and then for 4 years, let's say hypothetically he didn't do
But he hasn't
anything
done
else.
that.
Let's say hypothetically he didn't do anything else for the rest of the time,
that's a
and
horrible hypothetical.
you've got no sell-on value. Then no, it's
By
a bad
KG's
sign.
own admission, it doesn't look like he's going to be at the level that he was at last season again. But we'll find out.
We don't know
Okay.
yet. That's what I'm saying.
Moving on.
Thank
Mason
you very
Mount.
much.
Flop.
It's not looking great.
He's out. The jury's still out.
so.
No.
Too
But like,
soon.
let's be real though.
It's too
No,
soon.
but let's be real. If we were to say right now, does it look like a good signing? Yes or no?
No,
it doesn't.
No, jury's still out. But
It's too soon.
Lisandro Martinez.
Good
player.
signing.
Good signing.
Good signing.
However, this season he has
He was
been shite.
injured. He came back. They rushed him back.
It's a good signing. He's a good
But he
signing.
has been
He's their best.
signing.
He's their best centre back. So he's a good
My
signing.
worry is there was a lot of people who had decent seasons last season for Ten Hag, Varane included.
He's only had one season,
Who've
bro.
looked terrible this season. So
He's
I'm
only
just-
had one season. Let's be fair.
Okay.
Casemiro's a good signing.
It was-
No, it's not good. It's okay. It's okay.
I think Martinez looked good last season, but I've seen a few stinkers this season. He needs to step it up when he comes back.
All right, let's keep going.
Onana.
so far flop.
Good signing.
Terrible so far.
Good signing. He's turning it around now.
So
He
far,
started-
terrible.
Guys,
So far, flop.
He came in like how, what do you call it, Evra and
Nah, he's cost you
Vidic,
points.
where
Stop it.
it's early, where they was unsure and he wasn't confident.
He's
But
the reason you're bottom of your Champions League
He's
group.
got
almost.
the confidence back.
Like,
He's
what
got
are we talking
He's
about?
got his confidence back. You can't tell me that that's a bad keeper. This guy that got into the, what do you call it, Ballon d'Or World 11. You
he's a
can't,
good
come on, he's a
keeper,
good
but he's not
keeper.
good
He just needs to start showing it in the Man United side.
Just a question for the table. Do we think that those mistakes were a bit of a one-off, shaky moments, early doors, and now we're seeing him?
Yes.
Look,
Yeah, he'll get better. He'll get better.
Well, you can't get worse, but the point I'm making is...
Good player.
Are we seeing now he's a quality
Yes.
keeper? or
I
not?
think he'll be a good signing for Man United. I do.
Thank you very
I
much.
do think he will be a good signing. I'm
Thank
not
you
going to
very
say
much.
he'll be
So far,
a
he's
flop.
Good player.
Nah, I'm not sure. I'm not convinced.
Not
Yo,
convinced.
Raya's
They get
making...
De Gea.
Raya's
I'm not
making...
saying that. I'm saying he's better
Raya
than Gea,
makes
but convinced
mistakes.
as a top goalkeeper.
Raya's making mistakes.
Both their keepers-
How much is he spending?
The 50 million euro.
50 million.
This is good money.
Raya and Ramsdale combined.
This is good money.
Okay. Is he better than both combined?
Can I just ask?
He brought out the books on you.
Can I just ask? Like, we're not going on hypothetical potential. We're going on right now. Had they been a good signing?
And he's not now. I think he's turning it around, guys.
You're going off potential.
That's taking the liberties. He's found his form. He came in. It was very shaky. It's very difficult playing for Man United, and now the guy's finding his form.
My take on Onana so far is like he had a horrible start. It was comedically bad, and it actually looked like the biggest waste of money in football history. However, since then he has started to look like somewhat of a goalkeeper,
and he has settled,
and he's looked all right. But I would be really worried as a Man United fan. I'd be thinking the fact that you had those makes me wonder, like, are they coming later in the season as well? Malacia.
You can't. How, guys?
I think you bought him in for about quite a low fee.
It was about 15 million.
So
and he's injured, and he's out. He's injured. He's not.
I just think he's a.
He hasn't played this season.
Amrabat.
He's on loan.
Flop.
Is he on loan?
He's on loan, but he's a flop.
There we go. Carry on.
Flop.
Everyone else?
Another keeper who I can't even.
Thank you very much.
Pronounce
so we're saying we've got 2 flops in there.
Wout Weghorst.
On loan.
Flop.
On loan. Emergency signing.
Christian Eriksen.
He's not a flop. Let go on at the table. Flop. Where?
Eriksen on a free is not a flop.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Johnny Evans.
Good.
You playing good?
Yeah, good signing.
Playing good?
Probably the best value he's got.
I mean,
carry on. So we're talking 2 flops.
And Sabitzer.
On loan.
And regular. Yeah.
On loan.
I think
we're saying 2 flop. We're saying 2.
I think it's terrible recruitment.
Just to recount, I'm going to try and paraphrase what a lot of the table was saying. So we got Anthony, who was classed as a flop.
Yes.
Casemiro, who was not a flop,
you can't call
but
him
not a good signing.
Yeah, but you don't bring a player in to be in the middle. You bring him in to be a good signing. So you're sat there going, only 2 flops. How many did we go, really good signing?
No, because...
How many did we go, really good signing?
Casemiro's a good signing, but at this table, you lot don't want to make Casemiro...
Do you bring someone in to go, he's been all right? You bring someone in to say he's been good.
Right now, you lot said that he's poor at recruitment, and we're saying there's 2 players that we're not sure about. One you said is too soon to judge in Mason Mount, and the other is Anthony, who's a flop.
So just to put it into Joey's terms of who do we think has looked good based on what we've seen under Ten Hag so far? I think Rasmus was seen to be a decent signing.
Lisandro Martinez.
Martinez.
Casemiro.
No. We didn't say that's good.
He's not good under Ten Hag.
Eriksen. Johnny Evans.
Yes.
So there was 2 frees in that.
Yes.
And I'm not really sure you said anything about any. Like Onana was meh. Casemiro was a bit meh.
You guys are taking.
Mason Mount wasn't.
There's corruption.
And then the ones you've named as being good, good to the level of what we expect of them. Are they players that are going to push you on to win a league?
There's corruption.
Can I ask you a question, lad?
Table right now.
Does everything I've read out there, including 85 million on Anthony, sound like 400 million pounds worth of signings? It doesn't, does it?
It's poor recruitment.
It doesn't feel like he spent 400 million. By the way, on a team that finished 6th when he inherited them. True. That's the important
And
bit.
we were rubbish. We had serious issues, guys. There's a lot of corruption.
Isn't rubbish, though, is it?
There's a lot of corruption at this table. Yeah, that's where it is.
6 isn't rubbish.
6, we were rubbish. We know. We Ralph Ragnick finished it saying we need open heart surgery.
Ralph Ragnick, a bit, but Man United fans quote him, but you didn't rate him enough to want to keep him. So
no, we didn't
quote him. You keep him.
No,
right?
we couldn't play. We couldn't keep him. They said that he was supposed to be a part of the strategy going upstairs.
Yeah.
He was never going upstairs. I don't know. They put the gag order on him. He was talking too much. They said, "You get out, mate." Now, when we look at Man United, you guys are saying that my manager's recruitment is all wrong, and I'm telling you that there's 2. A manager can make mistakes and bring in players. My manager, bro.
Mistakes.
2, he's made right now. There's Mason Mount that we're unsure of, and we're unsure of Anthony.
So only 150 million worth of 2 transfers that you're unsure on.
But we can't. Mason Mount's too soon, and Anthony, I think he's a flop. That's but the managers.
You think?
But then let's have it right. In the league, people make mistakes in this thing. They're not gonna. What is there?
Forget recruitment.
Pepe didn't work.
No, but listen. Forget
Pepe
recruitment.
didn't work. It happens.
You play shit football. If we take the recruitment away, you play shit football. There's no style of football. Your manager has no charisma.
I'm gonna see how good Tottenham play with these injuries, because when injuries happen, it lets us know about a team.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
Since he's come, you haven't played good football, though. When
Joey gets to say my team can't play attacking football because we haven't got reshaped.
Have they played good football since he's arrived? Ten Hag. Has Ten Hag? Have they played?
Yeah, I'm in here, bro, fighting for my life, bro.
I appreciate it. For me, you can't have the same level of expectation on how Spurs bounce back from injuries to Manchester United, because the level of money invested in the squad
is nowhere near
comparable. So the standards standards Ten Hag has to live up to and Big Ange are completely different. You can't be like,
Very
we've got
true.
injuries, you've got Eddie Howe's injuries with
Here
the
we
squad
go.
that we've
There we
got
go.
can't be compared
There
to
you
Manchester
go.
United.
We're now seeing
Our record
now,
signing 60 million still to this day. That's
Till this day.
60
There we
million.
go. Listen, yeah.
We ain't spent
There's an
100 million
agenda.
like other people here.
There's an agenda on Brian's side of the table. I don't know what, and I know actually I do know what Man United's done to Brian, and that's why he can't look at us objectively. But he's already come with a dossier. He already come with a form to now blame your situation, saying injuries. I don't want to hear injuries in Tyneside. You lot better turn up and do your job. Him going over to the fans is an absolute disgrace. Well, he got injuries. No, he went to the fans. We got injuries. No, bro. Play better. How are you losing? You lost to Bournemouth yesterday, and I celebrated that. I was over the moon. I was over the moon, bro.
Do you know what's mad?
Gergen pressing this guy.
In the Newcastle, in the last week, in the Newcastle fan base, I've been like, Arsenal fans and Man United fans are really enjoying us losing a game. I'm like, oh, we've arrived.
You've arrived.
Like,
No, you're here.
We're in the conversation.
Oh, you're here.
We're a part of this conversation now, and that rightly so, because lads, we've got so much Saudi money. We're going to fucking ruin your whole next 10, 20 years. It's going to be a nightmare. But for now, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it while it lasts, because we're coming for everything.